Good day, everyone. My name is Carden Madzokere. I'm the author and publisher of the Distinction Bound Student Textbooks, and welcome to this video. Right, in this video, we're going to talk about GDP, but now we are going to move on to the expenditure method. The previous lessons I did production, I did income. So today I'm going to do the expenditure method. So how do we calculate GDP using the expenditure method? Okay, now this one is one of the easiest. It's more like, you remember the model equation for GDP that I explained the other day, which is C plus G plus I plus X minus M. So literally the expenditure method is that, but there's just one thing that we need to throw in there. I'll tell you just now. So what is GDP? As explained before, GDP is the total market value of all final goods and services produced within the borders of a country over a specific period of time, usually over a year. So, like I said, countries would, or national accountants, when they calculate GDP, they use any of the three methods: the income method, production method, or expenditure method. Now, in this particular video, I'm going to talk about the expenditure method. So the first step is, we say final consumption spending by households. That's the C. Okay, then we add it to final consumption spending by government. That's the G. Then we add it to gross capital formation, which is, in other words, investment spending by businesses. That's I. Then we add or subtract residual item. Now, this is there to deal with any omissions or error. So whatever omissions or error, if the omission is a negative whatever, so we would subtract whatever figure that is. If the error is a positive whatever, we add that. Okay, so I'll repeat: final consumption spending by a household, C, plus final consumption spending by government, that's G, plus gross capital formation, that's I. Then we add or subtract residual item, which is there to deal with any omissions or error. Once we do that, we are going to add, we are going to get gross domestic expenditure. So once we get gross domestic expenditure, we then add exports, we subtract imports. Then what we get is gross domestic product, okay, at market prices. Or we can say gross domestic expenditure at market prices. Okay, that's how we do the expenditure method. Okay, so this one is very easy. It didn't take time to explain. So it's the C plus G plus I, then residual item, and then we get gross domestic expenditure. Then we add exports, we subtract imports. Then we get GDP or GDE at market prices. Gross domestic expenditure at market prices. Well, that's it. Thank you so much. Follow me on TikTok, like my video, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate it.